Everything that exists in your life does so because of two things: something you did or something you didn't do. The important thing is to not stop questioning. Curiosity has its own reason for existing. Strive not to be a success, but rather to be of value. No problem can be solved from the same level of consciousness that created it. Not everything that can be counted counts, and not everything that counts can be counted. I know not with what weapons World War III will be fought, but World War IV will be fought with sticks and stones. One thing I have learned in a long life: that all our science, measured against reality, is primitive and childlike. And yet it is the most precious thing we have. The world is a dangerous place to live. Not because of the people who are evil, but because of the people who don't do anything about it. If people are good only because they fear punishment and hope for reward, then we are a sorry lot indeed. There are only two ways to live your life. One is as though nothing is a miracle. The other is as though everything is a miracle. Life is like riding a bicycle. To keep your balance, you must keep moving. Anyone who has never made a mistake has never tried anything new. I believe in intuitions and inspirations. I sometimes feel that I am right. I do not know that I am. Older men start wars, but younger men fight them. Education is what remains after one has forgotten what one has learned in school. Our task must be to free ourselves by widening our circle of compassion, to embrace all living creatures and the whole of nature and its beauty. It is the supreme art of the teacher to awaken joy in creative expression and knowledge. It's not that I'm so smart. It's just that I stay with problems longer. No amount of experimentation can ever prove me right. A single experiment can prove me wrong. Once we accept our limits, we go beyond them. We all know that light travels faster than sound. That's why certain people appear bright until you hear them speak. Men marry women with the hope they will never change. Women marry men with the hope they will change. Invariably, they are both disappointed. Whoever is careless with the truth in small matters cannot be trusted with important matters. I speak to everyone in the same way, whether he is the garbage man or the president of the university. Great spirits have always encountered violent opposition from mediocre minds. Intellectual growth should commence at birth and cease only at death. He who can no longer pause to wonder and stand wrapped in awe is as good as dead. His eyes are closed. In matters of truth and justice, there is no difference between large and small problems. Issues concerning the treatment of people are all the same. I would teach peace rather than war. I would inculcate love rather than hate. A question that sometimes drives me hazy: am I, or are the others crazy? The whole of science is nothing more than a refinement of everyday thinking. Only one who devotes himself to a cause with his whole strength and soul can be a true master. For this reason, mastery demands all of a person. I am not only a pacifist but a militant pacifist. I am willing to fight for peace. Nothing will end war unless the people themselves refuse to go to war. Love is a better teacher than duty. I believe that a simple and unassuming manner of life is best for everyone. Best both for the body and the mind. Few are those who see with their own eyes and feel with their own hearts. When you sit with a nice girl for 2 hours, it seems like 2 minutes. When you sit on a hot stove for 2 minutes, it seems like 2 hours. That's relativity. Sometimes one pays most for the things one gets for nothing. The high destiny of the individual is to serve rather than to rule. As far as I'm concerned, I prefer silent vice to ostentatious virtue. If I were to remain silent, I'd be guilty of complicity. The height of stupidity is most clearly demonstrated by the individual who ridicules something he knows nothing about. Don't listen to their words. Fix your attention on their deeds. Women always worry about things that men forget. Men always worry about things women remember. Don't listen to the person who has the answers. Listen to the person who has the questions. Just because you believe in something does not mean that it is true. Any fool can know. The point is to understand. Be a voice, not an echo. Blind belief in authority is the greatest enemy of truth. Everybody is a genius. But if you judge a fish by its ability to climb a tree, it will live its whole life believing that it is stupid. Everyone knew it was impossible. Until a fool who didn't know came along and did it. I don't need to know everything. I just need to know where to find it when I need it. I'd rather be an optimist and a fool than a pessimist and right. Insanity. Doing the same thing over and over again and expecting different results. Student is not a container you have to fill, but a torch you have to light up. Weak people revenge. Strong people forgive. Intelligent people ignore. When you look at yourself from a universal standpoint, something inside always reminds or informs you that there are bigger and better things to worry about. You never fail until you stop trying. I am neither especially clever nor especially gifted. I am only very, very curious. You can't use an old map to explore a new world. If you can't explain what you are doing to a 9-year-old, then either you still don't understand it very well, or it's not all that worthwhile in the first place. 3 rules of work. Out of clutter find simplicity. From discord find harmony. In the middle of difficulty lies opportunity. The best design is the simplest one that works. Condemnation before investigation is the highest form of ignorance. A ship is always safe at the shore, but that is not what it is built for. A clever person solves a problem. A wise person avoids it. Genius is 1% talent and 99% hard work. Those who have the privilege to know have the duty to act. I believe we are here to do good. It is the responsibility of every human being to aspire to do something worthwhile, to make the world a better place than the one we found.